Welcome back. Welcome back to the doghouse, everybody. Got some real good news, at least new good news in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? So Nigerian, aka Nitro Tuggle, will be staying with the Georgia Bulldogs, which is a good thing for us. I think it'll be a good thing for him, especially due to the fact that our wide receivers hadn't been playing so great. So we kind of need a new addition to the wide receiver room. It's good to have the fact that we have Gunnar Stockton looking good at least uh versus this in the second half against Texas. I think it's a good look for Nitro. I think Nitro made a decent impression when he came in against Tennessee. Um, and I'm just glad that he chose to stay. Um, he posted earlier today on I think on his Twitter. He posted a video of the rapper Kodak Black looking crazy, might I add, looking like a straight junkie. But he posted him saying, "I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere." So that only leads us to believe that he's staying at Georgia. I mean, that's a clear indication that he's going to stay at Georgia. So with that being said, Georgia, we back in it. I know we kind of feel like we fell short with guys like Aaron Smith, and we haven't heard much from Dylan Bell and even Dominic Lovett. I mean, they was making a few catches down the stretch every blue moon, but we need somebody that can get vertical. I don't know if Nitro can actually get vertical, but I feel like Nitro will be that physicality in that wide receiver room. We need some physicality in that wide receiver room. We need somebody that can damn catch. And me personally, I don't feel like none of the other guys. I hate to say it like this, but I don't feel like none of the other guys got necessarily got what it take to keep the ball rolling for Georgia in the wide receiver room. Good thing, we got ETN back. Nate Frazier's hit still in there. I don't know about the rest of the running back room, but those two guys back to back, I honestly feel like that's all we need at this point. We can always use more, but at this point, these two guys, ETN and Nate Frazier, they do a damn good job. Gunnar Stockton is a new addition to the offense. So, from what I was seeing, they saying that far as with Carson, that they still don't have a actual time frame when he will be back, but they said he definitely not going to be in for the playoffs. Obviously, what are they calling it, a UCL injury or something like that? And they saying that he may come back for the national championship. So hopefully we'll see him back for the Natty. If not, like in my opinion to it is just like it all depends on what Gunner does. If Gunner goes into the playoff and do pretty good, then regardless if Carson get healthy or not, I'll be comfortable with Gunner. But at this point, um, I feel like I need to see what Gunner gonna do in the playoffs. I think he'll do well. I think they'll develop the plan for Gunner. Matter of fact, like I said in the last live, I think they've already developed a plan for Gunner. Well, they will have to versus whoever we play in the playoffs. They will have a game plan for Gunner and a game plan for whoever we play. So I think this is a test of times for us. As Georgia, Georgia lovers, Georgia fans, and the Georgia coaches to actually see what we got to offer when it comes to a dual threat quarterback. Now, like I've told y'all before, I've shown y'all before. Majority of our the guys that's committed to Georgia recently and the ones that's on the roster now, majority of the guys that the what should I say, the scholarship quarterbacks, most of the scholarship quarterbacks, most of those guys are dual threats. So we're gonna have to lean into this new wave of playing football as far as the quarterback goes. We're gonna have to get into that anyway. So it's a good thing for us. It's time for a change. It's time to up the stakes when it comes to quarterbacks. It's time to start paying these guys, paying these high power quarterbacks to come in. We like I said, we're gonna see what Gunner got to offer. If Gunner does well, then like I said, it doesn't matter if Carson gets come back or not. I want him to get well, but it doesn't matter if he comes back or not. But at the end of the day, I'm still a Carson fan. At the end of the day, um, like I said before, I've watched him even before he started for Georgia. I've seen him. I've seen it, when he was in high school on to when he started trying to develop himself at Georgia. So I always felt like he was a good quarterback. Um, but back again on Nitro Tuggle, because I don't want to keep talking about the quarterbacks, but also I do want to continue to talk about the quarterbacks because with Nitro staying, that says a lot, man. That it says a lot. It says that Georgia is really trying hard to keep these guys on the roster. I know when they talked about it before about players entering, and they might have been talking about Nitro at the time. The press conference with Kirby, they talked about the fact that I guess they was trying to figure out how Kirby felt about players going into the transfer portal, and like Kirby said, I can only worry about the players that want to be here, and in my opinion, Nitro is one of those guys that seem to want to be. I wouldn't even see the reason why he would transfer out of Georgia anyway. With the receivers that we got, like it just didn't make sense. Like when I talked about it on the last live about how, like what would make him, I was asking the chat like what would make him go in the transfer portal. People were saying C.J. Wiley and Taylor, but what we not really being honest with ourselves and keeping it real, just and saying like, hey, we know how Georgia is, we know how Kirby Smart is. We're not gonna start no freshmen's over. No, we're not gonna start no freshmen. That's not what goes on at Georgia. We haven't been like that since um Kirby been there. Armando Black, what's up, man? Carson has enough on film to get drafted in at least the second round. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Carson doesn't have to come back. He doesn't have to come back at this point now. um, would I like to see him come back if Gunner doesn't do well? Yeah, yeah, I would love to see him come back because we always gonna go on experience first. But at the end of the day, I just feel like, excuse me, I just feel like Carson doesn't have to come back. At this point, we need to see how it's going to be with a dual threat quarterback. I think a lot of us have been waiting for that. I think on my channel, I've been pushing for that for a long time, us having a dual threat quarterback, because, I always say that no, it don't, in this era of football, there's no pocket passing quarterback that can get to the national at this point. No, you know what I mean? Every time we won one, it was with a dual threat. So yeah, like I think that it's time. The time is now. Any word on Kobe Young? Yeah. They saying Kobe Young is back practicing. He's actually back practicing. You said the hearing was at 1:30 p.m. today. Now I don't know about the case. Now I don't know about the case, but they did say that he was back practicing. He's still going through this court situation. I can't believe that this situation is what, talking about a young child and all of that. These young guys, man, they gotta learn how to stay out of trouble, man. And why do we always get the guys that seem like we always get the transfers with the criminal activities? Like, this is the same thing that happened with Arik Gilbert, the same thing that happened with it was Arik Gilbert, and who else? It was another guy, wasn't it, that transferred into us? Who was it, Mondo? Um Damn, it was somebody else. I know Arik Gilbert, and it was somebody else. He might have not even been a transfer. I know one of our linebackers had got in trouble at one point and got suspended off the team. But I just feel like, a lot of times when Kirby them go in that transfer portal, they be trying to get the best type of guys to fit our program. But sometimes it be a lose-lose situation in that. You know what I mean? But I hope Kobe Young comes back. I definitely do. I think that he would be our vertical threat. I think he had 11 carries for like 146 yards. Yeah, Ra Thomas. Yeah, Ra Thomas, you hit that on the head, brother. Yeah, it's like I just don't understand like what's going on with these young guys, man. Like you got the greatest opportunity, in my opinion, in the world at this point to play for the Georgia Bulldogs, and you just not, taking advantage. It's a sad situation. I hope we can get Kobe Young back, and like I said, they did say he was practicing, so that's a good thing. But we still don't know how the case gonna turn out, and if the case don't turn out right, they gonna definitely suspend him. So I just hope everything works out for him, man. I'm glad that Natarion is coming back. I followed him too coming in. I covered him also coming in. Like what, last year? I think I was covering him. Like, dude, I think we seen a little bit from him against Tennessee. Dude he can get it done, man. I think I'm over the quarterback room that we have. Ra was guilty. he actually did put hands on that girl. Yeah, man. I mean, like I say, man, I know people make mistakes, and these are young guys, and they make a mistake sometimes that they can't come back from. And I just, hope and pray for them that they make it out of their situation and make some progress on the way in, or well, on the way out out of Georgia. But you know, can we start Nitro over Arian? Yes, I believe. Who is that? All Gravy 912 Savannah 912. All gravy. It's all gravy 912. Aaron can't catch a damn cold. Yeah, I know, right? That's what I've been saying this whole time. Aaron can't. Aaron ain't worth a like I said before. I don't want to go too hard on dude. He's still a dog, so I don't want to go too hard on him. But I think that's partially the reason why Nitro is staying, because he knows if he does stay, he's gonna be that next guy. Arian. I would rather Nitro come in for Aaron any day. The decision on the case was supposed to be made at the hearing today at 1:30. Oh, it was supposed to be made. Man, I didn't hear nothing. Y'all tell me. I didn't hear a damn thing. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm gonna look it up and see what's happening. Anybody else know about the case? King Brian, it's all gravy 912. Y'all know about the case? Me and Armando trying to figure this out. Kobe, I'm about to look this up right now. Look this up right now. I expect Nitro to start next season. Nah, shit, I expect him to start right now. They still saying 6 hours ago. They're still saying Kobe Young waiving his arrangement entering a non guilty plea. Yeah, Nitro got way better hands than Aaron. He definitely do. Somebody said he played. Demarius Smith said he pled guilty. I don't know if he pled guilty. I mean, you could be right, brother, but let's see. I'm trying to look for it now to see what's going on, but I don't see anything saying that he actually pled guilty. Um, I see it's still saying non-guilty, but maybe you saw something that I didn't see. Let's see what the comments saying. He has another hearing in May. Okay. Okay. It's all gravy. 912. I heard he pled not guilty. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Not guilty. Like, I don't see why he would plead guilty. I'm sure he got a decent ass lawyer. You know, Demarius Smith saying no, not guilty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. He said Demarius said my bad. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's all good, bro. Yeah. So anyway, back to Nitro, man. Nitro is probably gonna be somebody we're gonna look forward to seeing, later down the line, especially next season. Somebody said earlier that they want to see him next season, but I want to see him right now. J-Way Trucking LLC, what's good, Dog Nation? What's good, man? We in here. We in here going live. I feel like doing a video, but I said, nah, I want to touch the people, live and chop it up about this big breaking news about Nitro Tuggle, staying at Georgia where he belong, where I feel like he should have been got his shot. And this is the thing about with Kirby Smart that I feel like he got to learn how to he's got to learn how to starting these guys, man. It shouldn't take guys to get hurt all the time, or even with like I was talking to y'all about not too long ago with Nate Frazier. Nate Frazier has clearly proven himself to be the one of the better running backs, and they chose to wait until ETN get hurt to try to put him in and give him the reps that he should have been getting. I understand he's a freshman, but this guy is a beast as a freshman. Why not put him in when we can use him? Not just like even against Texas in the SEC championship, it was like forcing ETN all of the reps, and I'm like, why not throw Nate Frazier in there from time to time? I don't know, man. Kirby got to change, and I think that's why a lot of players decide to go into the transfer portal. Also, yeah, they be looking for the bag, they be looking for the play time, but they also be looking at it like, hey, man, I'm just as good as this man, and I'm still not getting that PT. So Mondo said, if he was on another court date, then he won't be able to play until next year, or can Kobe Young stay play this season. They say that he might play this season, but due to this whole situation, I'm not expecting to see him this season. I'd rather see him next season when all of this stuff is water under the bridge. It's gravy. It's all gravy. 912 said, "Yeah, I want to see him now," and I think that was a surprise to him to get him in the portal. Yeah, it was a surprise to me. I ain't gonna lie. We need dude. Uh, J Way Trucker said, "What's your thoughts about the wide receiver from Georgia Tech?" Yeah, I talked about it there in the other live, bro. Like you talking about Eric Singleton. Yeah, Eric Singleton gonna be a beast, man. If he comes to Georgia, I mean, he's gonna be a beast wherever he goes. To be honest with y'all, man. But I would love for him to come to Georgia. I think that his next stop should be Georgia. He is gonna be visiting Georgia along with a couple of other programs, but I think Georgia is where he need to be. Anybody with common sense, his agents, his family, not to discredit nobody in his family, but anybody with common sense would tell him, hey, Georgia is the spot you need to be. Georgia is one of the only teams that's playing for a national championship, or that will be playing for a national championship that actually need wide receivers. And you'll be closer to getting the ring if you come on to Georgia. Like at the end of the day, J-Way Trucker said Nate needs to work on his securing the ball. Yeah. That's true. That's true. I give Nate Frazier a lot of credit, but at the same time, he got to learn how to, tuck that. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, a lot of y'all don't know about me like that. Y'all just see me on live or just see me doing videos. But I used to be, when I was going to school, I was one of the running backs. You know what I'm saying? I was a running back, and I also played on defense, the inside linebacker. But back in like what was it, like 2006, 2007, 2005, 2006, we was taught whenever, as the running back, we was taught whenever you getting ready to go into traffic, or you getting ready to run up against the defense, you tuck the ball with two hands. I don't think they teach that no more, to tuck the ball with two hands. I see a lot of time Nate Frazier got that ball, or not even just Nate Frazier, just a bunch of other. But I do see the tight ends tucking it. Well, at least Oscar Depp. I see Oscar Depp tucking it with both hands, going in to truck. But I don't see that from the running backs. I don't know what is being taught nowadays. But when I was in school, we was taught to, whenever you getting ready to get hit, tuck that ball in both hands so that they won't strip it. I don't know what they being taught nowadays. Maybe they're not being taught that. Who else we got in here? Just Ed says he has fumbling issues. Okay, yeah, we established that. Can't blame Kirby on that one. Okay, that's cool. And let's say I can't blame James Coley for wide receiver drops. The same wide receiver drop last year. All receivers that could catch last year are in the NFL. Yeah, but at the same time, that's true. But at the same time, you got to blame somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we've blamed the player so many times, LS, but it's time. At some point, you got to blame coaching too now. J-Way Trucker said exactly. It's all gravy 912, man. What y'all think about Gunner? We talked about that in the live yesterday too, man. Gunner going to be that guy. Armando TV said Eric Singleton will be a dog next season. Book it. Yes, sir. Darius Smith, what's up with Jared leaving? Yeah, he is. That's the other thing I want to talk y'all about too. Jared, Jared, he is leaving. He said, Darius Smith said, do you think it's because of Elijah Griffin? I don't think so. I don't think it's because of Elijah Griffin at all. I think that I think guys feel like if they're not getting the playing time that they want right now, they gonna haul ass. That's just the way of the game now. Like, these young guys got commitment issues all day. Like, a lot of these dudes got commitment issues. It is what it is. That's why whenever I cover somebody, I always check to see who. I see, the first thing I check for is to see their offers. That let me know how good of a player they is from the jump. I look at their offers. Nitro had like 38 offers from damn near everybody. Let me point that out. But anyway, I look at the offers, then I look at who else they was committed to, because that'll let me know if they got commitment issues. Like, for instance, Jaden Rashada. I feel like he had somewhat commitment issues because he jumped around and bounced around. But, now he's here at Georgia, and hopefully we get to see him at some point, or he'll be going somewhere else, because Gunnar Stockton is a 4-star. But I think Jaden Rashada should sit behind Gunnar Stockton. I think Gunnar Stockton waited long enough. He waited his turn, and Jaden Rashada should see that. But at the same time, You never know. The commitment issues is crazy nowadays with NIL and everything. It's crazy. What's that? Granddaddy Guns. He said he is running too excited, too anxious right now. He will calm down next season. Yeah, I think everything is getting worked out with Nate Frazier, man. King Brown said Aaron Smith would have over 1,000 yards if he could catch consistently. Facts. That's facts. Cause he's done dropped a whole lot of balls, man. Dog, I blame the money, NIL. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of people talking about that. A lot of not even people, not even the fans. It's been a lot of I would say social networks that cover college football. They have been speaking about that a whole lot. The fact that the NIL they asking the question, is the NIL becoming a problem in college football? What do y'all think? I know what I think, but what do y'all think? uh, Let's say some wide receiver just catch, and Aaron Smith is one of them. Just can't catch, and Aaron Smith one. He has been through 3 to 4 coaches. Yeah, Nitro will stay. What do you say? Nitro will stay and make. I don't know that. AJ Glenn, what's up with you though? I'm trying to read your comment, but I couldn't really read it. Yeah. What y'all think though? Y'all really think that NIL is fucking up college football? I do. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. I think NIL is trash. The amount of money that they giving these guys, and let me just say this. I'm not gonna say it's trash. Let me just say this. I agree, but I disagree. And the reason why I say I agree is because I feel like yeah, I see AJ Glenn said Taylor, CJ Nitro, Eric Singleton. Oh my fucking God. Yes, sir. That's a nice lineup. Just looking at it, that's a nice lineup. But back again about the NIL, man. I feel like the NIL at some point I feel like on one hand I feel like it's a good thing. On the other hand, I feel like it ain't such a good thing because it gives player commitment issues. So nobody is being, solid. Nobody is staying down with a program like they used to. Like now, you could just go transfer. You can go anywhere or flip flop from teams, and it's just so crazy. But like I just feel like at the same time too, though. On another note, I just feel like um a lot of kids be growing up in the ghettos, man. They grow up in the hoods. They grow up, in messed up situations. I remember watching LeBron story a while back, living in a hotel with his mom. So like we don't know their story, we don't know their situations. Some of them do come from rough backgrounds, and all of us how we grew up. We always wanted to buy our mama a house, and I know some of those qualities is installed into these young players too. So they have the same mindset. Like they want to buy their moms a house, they want to buy their daddy a car. You know what I'm saying? Like so, you know, I think on one hand it does mess up college football, but at the same time they benefit at the same time too. So, it could be a good or a bad thing. It just depends on the mindset of the player. Jay Wade Trucking said, I think NIL should have salary cap. True, for each player, meaning each player should get similar amount. Then these kids would get a similar amount. Yeah, that's true. I see what you're saying. If they all get a similar amount, but hey man, the better you are, the more money you get. Money, 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 money. Ransom to done, nah, bro. Armando Black, I agree paying these kids, but I disagree with giving them millions. Woo. Yeah, giving them millions is a little over the top. I agree with you, Mondo. LS said college football is like the free agency in the NFL. I didn't expect them to be giving them like 5 to 10 million. That's crazy. Yeah, it is. I wouldn't have expected that either. I don't think none of us expected them to be giving out millions. But they paying these college coaches millions of dollars, so they got these college coaches got to win. So they probably feel like, hey, we got to get the players, somewhat the same. Granddaddy Gun said, "Is Bear Alexander trying?" No, Bear can stay where the hell he at. Bear can stay where the hell he is. We do not need Bear Alexander. He's another one. He's another one that left out of nowhere. Didn't he leave? What on signing day or something like that? Didn't Bear leave at signing? Like, bro, no, he can go. He can stay, go over wherever he want to go to Tennessee or wherever he want to go. We don't need Bear. We can use him. Let's be honest. He did pretty good in against TCU. Sincere, what the deal is? You see, I done made you a moderator, bro. You Sincere, King Brian, y'all my mods. You know what I'm saying, to keep these haters out. When these haters come in, it's all gravy. 912 start laughing. For real though, we don't need guys like Bear Alexander, man. Stay where you at, man. Stay where you at or go somewhere else. We don't need that type of drama over here. Not at all, man. We trying to win natties. We ain't got time for these games. Oh, I ain't get to play. I want to. Nah, bro. How you gonna come in and expect to get your start? Who do we have on that line when we had Bear Alexander? Who was on that line? Let me we had some guys on that line on that defensive line. It was no starting like that. Like, bro, you gotta wait your turn, bro. You gotta wait your turn. And if you do, and like Kirby say, if you playing hard in practice, then you're gonna get your start. It is what it is. But Kirby got to do better. Like I was saying earlier, Kirby got to do better with starting these guys. It's nothing wrong with starting freshmen, man. You know, you can rotate them in, at least rotate them in, brother. Come on, Kirby. Like, real talk, man. LOL, I say the same thing. Jay Trucking, kids in college make more than the NFL players. That's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. And they do. A lot of them do, especially the quarterbacks. Shit, I don't think that they would be giving out the kind of money. Is Nitro back? Yes, Sincere. Nitro is back, baby. He is definitely back. King Brian Bear don't need to come near Athens. Nah, he need to stay where the hell he at, man. I don't care nothing about Bear Alexander. Yeah, he left the G-Day game. Yeah, that was crazy, man. I could not believe that. The G-Day game, dude was out. Like, I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, come on, man. Like, Jalen Carter, yeah, bro. Bro, you not about to start over them dudes like that, bro. What is you talking about? You not finna start over guys like Jalen Carter. It wasn't gonna happen. Markel Williams, it just wasn't gonna happen. You was gonna get your shot, believe that. You was gonna be a part of that interior. You was gonna be with the dogs. You was gonna be with the guys. It's always that one. It's always that one Eddie Kane. It's always that one David Ruffin ass motherfucker. Man, I don't even like to cuss on my channel, but it's always a David Ruffin or Eddie Kane Jr. Godly. He was behind Jalen Carter, yeah. But here's the thing though, he was behind Jalen Carter, but he was gonna get rotated in and out. You know what I mean? Bear let TCU gang get to his head. Yeah. It's all gravy now. 1-2 say his ass was on the sideline at USC crying like a baby when they lost. Granddaddy Gus, he trying to go to Texas now. Yeah, that's where he better go at. Go to Texas. Go over there with Steve Sarkisian with his crybaby ass. That dude is a I don't like him. I don't like Steve Sarkisian. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really don't like dude. I know I shouldn't say that. Let me take that back. I ain't gonna say I don't like him. I don't know him like that not to like him. But I feel like dude is a crybaby. Ain't he getting fined for calling the ref MF? Ain't dude getting fined? Like dude, like Sarkisian, bro. Sarkisian was like, he is a sore loser, man. A sore loser. Like, you are a complainer, bro. Like, I just don't, I'm not feeling him at all. I'm not feeling Sarkisian. And I feel like Sarkisian is doing a damn good job over there at Texas, man. I feel like he's doing a damn good job, but you complaining about the refs and you complaining about them not calling holding calls on Georgia. Man, Georgia played a clean ball game. I don't give a damn what you talking about. Shit, Granddaddy Gunn said, for real, Kevin Saxon, he gets targeted because he is talented and creates separation. Just catch the ball. Shaking my head. LS Stark is lame though, for real. Yes, Sark lame. Sark is a crybaby. He is. I know y'all seen that. I know y'all seen during the SEC championship how he was crying. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really do too much crying after. I ain't watched the conference. You know, I watched Quentin Ewers and the other guy from the defense talk, but then I didn't finish watching Sark. But he's a sore loser, bro. Dude is a straight up sore loser. Kirby let me know though. Man, Sark was crying so much. His team was the one committing all those penalties. They were lined up wrong, holding, getting past. Man, they was doing everything wrong. They was doing everything to lose that game. Bro, let's be real. We didn't have an offense the first half of that game. We gave Texas all the time in the day to take away that game, and they still couldn't do it. Some people could say, well, shit, Georgia got a good ass defense. That's true. That's true. Thanks for the compliment. But at the same damn token, they had ample enough time to get to score. They got in the red zone a million times and couldn't score. You can't beat Georgia kicking damn field goals. Like, come on, man. You ain't beating Georgia kicking field goals. That's just not happening, bro. Demarius said, "What's going on with Dylan Bell?" I know a lot of times y'all the comment section is a little off from what I'll be talking about. So I'll be catching some of y'all. I don't know. I'll be catching y'all comments late, you know what I'm saying, sometimes. But anyway, Demarius said, "What's going on with Dylan Bell?" I don't know. I think that Dylan Bell was going through an injury, and I don't think he's 100% because Dylan Bell has never, to me, felt like a person that just didn't come to play. He always seemed like he come to play, whether he, was dropping balls or not. He always seemed like he was coming to play. Mondo TV said they was getting away with a lot of chop blocking. Yeah, that's true. It's all gravy 912 said right. Dylan Bell looks off to me. Yeah, he definitely off. King Brian 25 said, what's going on with Malachi Starks? He's another quiet one out there. I ain't been hearing a whole lot from Malachi Starks either. We can I mean even Michael Williams, he was going through that little injury that he was going through, but I don't know, man. It's been a lot of quiet players out there lately. Guys that we thought was going to make some big time noise. Like we thought we was going to hear a lot from Michael Williams. We thought we was going to hear a lot from Malachi Starks, Dylan Bell. I thought Branson Robinson. Man, who else? It's a few guys that I felt like was going to be those guys. I did not think Georgia was going to turn out to be this type of team. I thought they was going to turn out to be a little better than this type of team, but it is what it is. We getting to where we need to be. It's taking us time to get right, but we getting where we need to be. LS said, "Bro, what's up with Malachi Stars?" Yeah, I know. The DB coaches seem suspect to me. I don't know. I just think they just having an off season. You got to think, man. We haven't had much to cheer for. You know what I'm saying? Like the defense is trying their best to keep us in these games. It is what it is. I think Malachi Starks don't have a lot of guys out there. I don't think they bust. I just seen it's all gravy say they bust. Starks Armando TV said Starks has become the weak link in the secondary this season. Yeah. It ain't just Starks though. I think Dalen Everett is guilty. Don't let that Texas SEC championship, don't let that game fool y'all. Dalen Everett, he was equal to Julian Humphrey at one point with me. I talked about that video a couple of videos back. Dalen Everett, they was going to his side majority of all season last season. They wouldn't go to Malachi side last season. They would go to Dalen Everett side. Dalen Everett is a senior. He's got more experience than all of them. So he's doing a little better here and there. But yeah, don't get it twisted. Dalen Everett is in that, he's in there too. I was so glad when Julian Humphrey left, though. I was glad. I praised the Lord. I said, Jesus, thank you. Jesus, thank you. What's up? Wimp Master Hart leading the nation in drops. Yeah, we are. Darren Smith said we in the zone. Malachi don't be seeing the receivers into the quarterback store. Yeah, losing ball. I think I was getting ready to say that too. Damaris Smith. I was getting ready to say like I think Malachi they don't have that brotherhood back there like you would think they would. Like they just don't. It's no leadership back there. Who's the leader back there? Dan Jackson. I think he's the. But Dan Jackson needs some help. Dan Jackson is more so focused on lighting niggas' asses up. Excuse my language. But Dan Jackson is focused on lighting some asses up. So, but I think we do need leadership more so back there. If you think about it, the defense doesn't have that leadership that they had with the N'Kobe Deans and the Jordan Davises. You know what I mean? They don't. It doesn't seem like the leadership is there. You know, I think C.J. Allen, Smile Munden hadn't. You know, he wasn't there for a small time. So the leadership is just not there. I think. I think that's what the main deal is with the defense. You know, front seven and the secondary. Yeah, that's true. I see what you're saying. Armando said Everett improving, but Starks has regressed. I see that. I see where you're going with that. But like I said again, I just don't think the leadership is there. You know what I mean? You have a lot of young guys back there. Starks is young too. He's still learning also. You know, Dalen Everett, you know, like I said, I don't think they have enough leadership back there. I don't think they have a guy that's really going hard in leadership back there. Who's the leader back there? But CJ Allen and John Walker, man, oh man, yeah, 912, yeah. J Way Trucker said, food for thought over the spring. Kirby and the defense is playing different, saving there for the playoffs. This is an NFL type of team playoffs. Those dogs about to hunt. Yeah, I think so. I honestly think so. I think the dogs about to go crazy. Lewis Seen. Who said that? King Bryant. Yes, law. We miss Lewis Seen. Chris Smith, yes, Lord, we missed them guys. That's what I'm saying. They had leadership, bro. You had every last one of those guys that we speaking of, Lewis Seen, Chris Smith, all of those guys had leadership. They played leadership roles within the defense. Of course, N'Kobe Dean was the captain. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you just felt that leadership on with that 2021, 22 defense. Now it's just like everybody's kind of all over the place. Like you don't see nobody how N'Kobe Dean got in what's his name? I can't remember his name. When he got in his face, like, what the get your together. You know what I'm saying? Then on the next play, they sack Bryce Young. Like we need that, man. We need these guys to be fully bought into this program, not just there to make a name for themselves. We need everybody to be bought in. And I think they are trying to get to that point. I think that somebody needs to step up as that number one leader on the defense to say, this is what we gonna do. We ain't let nobody in our end zone. But I think next season will be that season where we will see that progress in the defense. Brinson and Jackson are the leaders on the defense. Ratledge is the alpha. I don't Ratledge. He's all right. Brinson and Jackson. Okay, Armando. Okay, I can see that. I mean this is what we've been told, that Ratledge is the alpha on the offense. He's got the most experience, out of all of the guys. I think he's probably the most experienced. But he does a good job. I'm not saying he's I'm not big on Ratledge like that. But yeah, but I mean King Brian said, I agree, Armando. Sincere said, can you see my text? Yeah, I can see you. Unless you talking about. Yeah, I can see you, Sincere. J Way Trucker said that 21-22 team was a cheat code. They was on another level. They big time was, man. Stephen White coaching in the DB unit, players always out of position, seems lost. Yeah, that's true. Stephen White, yeah, that is true. Demaris said, did you see Coach Muschamp came down to the field? No, I didn't even see Muschamp after halftime. I didn't see Muschamp. I ain't see him at all, man. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see him. It's all gravy said, that boy Dan be going crazy. Yeah, Dan a hit stick, man. Dan is a hit stick, man, for real. What's this? Art YB. Back in the day, UGA players would light you up on defense. Where's the hit and tackle them? I think now that everybody's trying to be a hit stick player. I think that's what it is. Nowadays, every player is trying to play like they playing Madden. They trying to hit stick and they're not trying to wrap up. That's a problem. You can't just be trying to arm tackle and hit stick. That doesn't work with these guys that's 6'2", 6'3", 240 pounds. It doesn't work, especially when your defense guys are small. Malachi Starks, he's a pretty small frame. Dalen Everett, they both around the same size. KJ Bolin is a small guy. He's a freshman. They got to put some weight on if they want to do these, hit sticking and all that. You got to put some more weight on. You can't hit stick these guys 240 pounds. Don't work like that. Man, what you doing in here, man? You seen it no more? Can't even get no peace and quiet. Bullshit. Anyway, uh, Jalen Walker can be the leader of the offense at Stackhouse, man. Look, man, damn jitterbug running around. I'm trying to do a show. I can't even. I got a job to do, and you ain't allowed me to do it. Coach Munchamp said, "Fuck that. Them boys need my swag." Yeah, but y'all know it's crazy, y'all. Like I told you, I live in Carolina, man. They don't like Muschamp. Couple of people that out here don't like Muschamp, and like I was saying, Muschamp is more so of a defensive coach. Like he's not the head coach material, And they pride in Shane Beamer so much, but like I tell them, man. Like I tell Carolina fans, man, until y'all get on Georgia level, we really don't got no we shouldn't be conversating when it comes to football. I'm sorry. South Carolina is doing pretty good. They got a great defense. I have to give them that. Their quarterback is doing very well. He done took them goofy goggles off and wearing his little contacts and all of that. He's doing pretty well. He's doing pretty good. But in my opinion, until you get to our level, I don't want to have conversations about South Carolina. Simple as that. Y'all getting some better recruits now. Shane Beamer, he's a little, I don't know. Shane Beamer, he remind me of a little boy and a grown man, but I don't know. I don't know. Or I don't know, man. He's just weird to me. King Brian said, Whip Master, that damn bubble screen gets on my nerves. Armando TV said, "Do you think Jordan Hall will ever come back this year?" Man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if what's going on with Jordan Hall. I don't know, man. That's the only thing I can say. Hopefully we'll see him next season. At this point, I think we got what it take to win the Natty. I think we got what it take to win it all. It just depends on how the players come to play. Because we've seen if we can get our team to play these last couple of games the way we play Alabama in that second half, that's what we need. I want to see that team again. I want to see, yeah, Sincere, yeah. He said I would. Sincere said, what did he say? I would say though, our offense and defense is going to be better next year. I think so, but Kirby got to do the right thing. Kirby got to listen to us. He said, "Dude, been questionable every week." Yeah, I know, right? He has. Yeah, I think next season will be best for him. Aaron Smith, Jordan Hall has been playing. I believe he's pushed the offense tackle in Quinn's face when he threw a pick to Dalen. Yeah, it could have been him. I wasn't paying attention to which one. I was just paying. I was really hoping that what Master Hart said. Tell you right now, Kirby ain't letting anybody know if he ain't got to. I tell you right, goddamn now, Whip Master. I tell you right, goddamn now. He better start some of them goddamn freshmen come next season. I don't want to see no bull crap come next season. Cause you ain't put none of them wide receivers that we already got in this season to let us know anything. I just don't like being, I know in the spring we get to see who's stepping up, but I would like to see it. And let's be honest, we wasn't good as we normally are on offense, so that's why we wasn't able to see anybody new. But I want to see Nitro. I want to see Dylan Bell. I ain't gonna lie. I still want to see Dylan Bell. He's done drop passes also, but I still want to see Dylan Bell. And I want to see Anthony Evans a little bit more too. I want to see what more do he has to offer. Dude is fast. Who else I want to see? I want to see some of these new guys. If you're not gonna play these guys that's already on the bench, you might as well play these freshmen. That's all I say. You say, Armando say Damaris, I gotta go watch the replay on that. Granddaddy Guns, how we gonna look without Thorson? Nah, Granddaddy Guns asking about the punter Thorson. We probably will look okay. The punter that we have, he was like the number one punter in his state. So, I don't know how much to speak on when it comes to the punters. I'm not an expert when it comes to punters, but if you're the number one punter in your state, you may just do well with us, even though Thorson was that guy. But hey, things happen. It's next man up. Rodney Gaines said, I believe these weeks of rest will really help us because the Dogs have played a brutal schedule this year. Yeah, that's true. We haven't had a lot of time to, adjust this season. We came in Clemson, you know what I mean? Then turn around, play the Cape tune up the next week. Then turn around Alabama, if I ain't mistaken. So like we've been on the road the whole season. So we need some time to get right. Sincere Harper said, just give Gunner time to learn the field and comfortable with the offense. We can win a natty this year if they keep showing hard on defense and offense. That's true. Whipmaster Hart said, what you think about Rod Robinson? Roger Robinson, I don't think much of him yet. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I don't see nothing yet. If you see something, please let me know so I can go back and watch it. But I don't see anything out of Roderick right now. I see more out of Nate Frazier. That's my main guy is Nate Frazier. And I'm gonna keep promoting him all day. Sincere said I want to see Nitro and White Taylor on the field. Yeah, I want to see all of them on the field at the same time. If we can get them on the field at the same time, I want to see all of them on the field at the same time. The mayor said I've been seeing Bobo is going to step down into assistant role next year. I don't hate Bobo, but I should not be able to guess the play call multiple times a game. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he's really solid with Kirby. Bobo is probably here to stay up for the OC job. Mood 9 Black got you. At Mood 9 Black got you. Granddaddy Guns, I don't know. I guess y'all in there. I don't know. Rodney Gaines said, when was the last time you seen a college football team play 37 games away from home to their next home game? Damn, it was 37 games away? Sheesh. Yeah. I mean, you got a point. You definitely got a point. I'm about the only dude that cover Georgia that sit back vaping, chopping it up with the fellas. See, this is what I like. I like chopping it up with you guys, man. Chopping it up with you guys, talking about football, you know what I'm saying? Laid back, chilling. I ain't gotta be extra quirky. I ain't gotta be extra, professional. You know what I mean? I can sit back, hit my vape, and we could talk trash and talk about how well them dogs gonna do, cause them dogs is gonna go in that playoffs and do their thing. Best believe that. Notre Dame, Indiana, whoever, I don't care. But we better come to play. Hopefully we get that second half, that second half against Bama team. I want to see that. He said, King Brian said the only issue with Bobo is that he is too predictable. That's one thing that I don't like. It's too like fundamental, Pop Warner almost type of play. I ain't gonna say Pop Warner. I ain't gonna do him like that, but it's too basic, man. I even know when a screenplay is coming. It's obvious when the screenplay coming. It's not enough to me. It's not enough shifting on the offense. It's not enough. He do come with the trick plays at time. He came with the fake punt. He came with the trick play to I think Arian Smith to get the first. Like, so he do try to throw it in there, but I be feeling like sometimes it'd be a little too not a little too late, but sometimes it'd be a little late. It's like, come on, like we need to do that during the first half, baby. Let's get it going during the first half. You know? Mondo said I keep hearing that Buster Faulkner will be replacing Bobo as the OC. Oh, I don't know. Y'all making me I got to do some research. I got to go in there and check this out. Buster Faulkner should have been the first choice over Bobo. Y'all hate Bobo, man. God damn, y'all hate Bobo. Is it too basic? Yeah, it's too basic, Jared Mims. It's too basic for me. Like some of the plays. See, I'm not a Bobo hater. I'm one of the guys that root for Bobo. So don't get it twisted, Jared. I'm not a Bobo hater. I just feel like it is true. Just like I can support him, I can say where I feel like the shit is a little vanilla. You know what I mean? King Bride 25. He's gonna switch it up for Gunner. Yeah. I want to play Boise State and shut down the running game. LOL. Yeah, I said Jared Mills says Mankin Mankin had a lot of different looks when with different plays. Oh, you said Munkin. Munkin. Okay. LS said, yeah, I hate when it's third and short and Bobo throw behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, yeah, but it's just due to what we have. I think we have to look at that for the most part. What do we have? Nothing is downfield, you know, half the game. So a lot of times we have to throw those screen passes. We don't have nothing downfield. Nobody's getting any separation. Can we please stick to the what's really real about the offense? We don't have receivers, guys, that's getting the separation we need. You know what I mean? Can we stick to the real deal? Like, let's just stick to what's real. We don't have guys that's getting that separation. Like, that's all. That's what I see. Everybody got their opinion, true enough, but I don't see guy even when with the slow motion, the replays. Everybody is fully covered. Nobody is giving Carson. It's just I don't know, man. It's all gravy. 912 said, "Man, did you see Oregon play this season? Them dudes are little as hell. Yeah, I saw how small they are. I saw how small they are. I did see that. Sincere, Rob needs to take some weight off. Yeah, he like 240. Yeah, that's true. Jared Mill Gunner can roll out, unlike Beck. Yeah, Gunner can roll out, but you see what rolling out too much would do. Nah, let me stop. Shout out to Gunner Stockton, man. Held it down. But tough guy too, man. But yeah, I understand all of this. Beck can't really run, but Beck's done scored a couple touchdowns himself, right? He didn't score like one or two touchdowns himself. I think that we have to really like state the obvious, man. We know that we're number one with drops in college football. We're the number one team. Like, let's just be honest. That did not have anything to do with Beck. Some of them didn't have anything to do with Beck. Let's be real. Aaron Smith has dropped passes right in the end zone. You know what I mean? When he could have scored. Like, we have to factor that in. Dylan Bell, we haven't heard anything from him. Even Oscar Depp, we've been seeing a lot, a little bit here and there lately, but we just don't have the guys that we thought we would have this season. We just didn't think that it was going to end up like this, and I don't want to continue to put it all on Bobo and Beck. I just don't want to keep doing that. You know, they're getting separation, but can't catch the damn ball. I don't be seeing them get no separation, Armando. It seemed like they be locked the hell down. And soon as Quentin Ewers snapped the ball, everybody and their mama on defense open. I mean, everybody and their mama open. All they wide receivers are wide the hell open. It just seemed like on top of what you're saying, yeah, some of them do be open and they just can't catch. But it's just they just seem like they get locked down quick, man. And Aaron Smith ain't got no weight on him. He can't get no yards after the catch. He don't got no weight on him. As soon as somebody touches his leg, he going down. What's up, fam? NIL is trash. Justice Terry situation. I don't AJ Glenn, I don't even really trip off of that. That Justice Terry. We gonna win some and we gonna lose some. That's the way I look at it. I feel like we got some of the best coaches in college football. Some of the best. I'm not gonna say the best. We got some of the best coaches in college football. We got Kirby Smart, defensive coach. Hey man, we gonna make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? With or without Justice Terry. Well, without Justice Terry. You know what I mean? Mondo TV said losing Ra and Kobe hurt us this season. Definitely. That was a big blow for us. Went Master Hart. Ball home. Ball home. Salute. Sincere Harper said, until Kirby puts some new receivers out on the field, the offense is going to be the same. Mike Bobo need to grow some balls and put them young players in on offense. Yeah, yeah, that's what it's looking like until we switch it up. We're not going to see anything different. This is what we have. This is what it is at Georgia. I've came to an agreement with myself and say, hey man, I'm not going to see anything different from these wide receivers. We haven't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we just haven't seen anything different. We're not going to see anything different. Arian looked like he be jogging on the side on the field when he's running. Arian is quick, man. He's just not a catcher, man. He's not a catcher. He probably be better as a running back. Put a little weight on. He probably be better as a running back. Hey everyone, everyone else felt Beck hasn't been 100%. I felt he got hurt early in the season, been favoring that elbow all season. The catching gunner, they catching gunner throws, but drop a lot of Becks. Well, I mean, y'all see, Jared, you can't judge it off of one half of football, man. Let's not do Carson Beck like that, man. Like I just don't. That's what I don't like when it comes to Georgia fan base, man. We be so quick to throw a person away. We did the same thing with Stetson Bennett. We were so quick to throw Stetson Bennett away until he started slinging that thing around. Until we won 2 natties back to back. Now he's, now he's the guy. Now he's the best quarterback Georgia's ever had. But we can't keep throwing our quarterbacks away like that. I just don't feel like that's cool. You entitled to your own opinion. I just feel like, we can't judge Gunner off of one half of football. We can't do that. Like, why, Jared, man, why are we judging what Gunner is about from one half? And let's be real, that first drive was like the best drive he had. It was like the best drive that he had. Let's be real. He slacked up after that. He did. He slacked up after that. So let's give Gunner some time to get to start, learning the offense, and let's give him some time before we start being, team Gunner. I mean, we all team Gunner regardless, because he played for Georgia, so we're gonna be team Gunner. But let's not go too hard until we see more from him. That's all I say. Sincere said, Dylan Bell need to go back to running back sometimes. Yeah, I think he do too. Do you feel like Mike Bobo is a problem? No, I don't. Bro, we are in the playoffs. How is Mike Bobo a problem? We're in the playoffs, guys. We're in the playoffs. And if we win in the playoffs, we're going to play for a natty. So how is Mike Bobo a problem? I would consider Mike Bobo a problem if we didn't have a winning schedule. I would consider him a problem if we didn't get into the playoffs. But right now, I just can't, Wentmaster, y'all trolling up this man chat for shame. I think we will see more from Tuggle and White and Evans. Gunner has been running with them in practice. Yeah, facts. Give Gunner some time with the offense. They got a month. Yeah, you got it. Like Sincere, you on point. You got to get a man time. We can't judge. It's like, we judging him based off of one half. And like I said, the first drive was good, but after that it was okay. It was mediocre in my opinion. Yeah, he can run around. We love that. We love a quarterback that can run around, but he got to do more than just running around. He got to complete some passes. Receivers need to catch the ball. Mike Bobo is not the problem. It's the players. Yeah, Mike Bobo is not the problem, man. Like, I don't know why people are, glossing over the fact that we are the top team when it comes to drops in college football. Why are we glossing? We'll say that, but then on top of the say, well, Mike Bobo ain't shit either. Bro, we in the playoffs with Mike Bobo. We're in the playoffs. What more do we want? Like, we're where we need to be right now. What more do we want? Yeah, like we listen, man. Master Hart said, if we don't lead the nation in drops, Bobo would be a saint. That's what I'm saying, Whipmaster. If we didn't lead the nation in drops, that's all I say. Like, you got to understand, you can't gloss over that. You can't just gloss over that and say, well, Mike Bobo ain't, his play calling is vanilla. It is at times. But we're in the damn playoffs. We're in the playoffs. You know, that's all I can say at this point. What more do you want us to do? Be undefeated? And like somebody was talking to me about that earlier, talking about being undefeated and all. I'm like, bro, I don't care about being undefeated. I really don't care about that. We are in the playoffs. We're where we want to be. That's it. That's all we needed, you know. And he got us to the playoffs. And guess what? I don't see him going nowhere. I don't know, man. I just don't see him going nowhere. Hold on, real quick, y'all. I gotta run to the bathroom. Hold up. All right, hold on for a brief second. Y'all chop it up in the chat, man. I'm back like an addict on crack. What's going on in this chat, man? Sincere said, and we got to understand that he had we had a really hard schedule this season. With this year getting banged up every week, yeah, that's a big thing too. That's a big thing. We only can do what we can with the guys we got. You know what I mean? 25, 225 girl said, "Go dogs." Bobo is still being judged from being for being Rick years there, for being the rich. What years there will be? I don't know. I ain't finna think. But shout out to 225 girl. LS said we need that run game back in order. It seems like it's been years since I've seen Kirby Death March. It's all great. We said having this much time off can be a blessing and a curse. Yeah, like I told y'all before, you seen what happened when we played Alabama, right? Y'all seen what happened when we had that bye week. Yeah, we looked good in the first half, but the second half, but the first half was like, did y'all even practice? Like, I ain't gonna lie. When we had that bye week versus Alabama, the bye week before we played Alabama, the whole first half, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm literally like sitting there stunned. Like, did we practice at all? Like, real talk. Like, I ain't lying. S Space, what's going on? Tuggle needs to be on the field. Evans needs to be on the field. Shabazz, what's happening? Tuggle is staying. Yeah, Tuggle is staying. That's what this video was. This live was mainly about. Nitro Tuggle staying. It's a good thing for us. Definitely a good thing for us, and it should be a good thing for him also. Take Arian Smith out. Nitro Tuggle put him in. Look, Arian Smith ain't doing nothing any damn way. You might as well put Nitro in. What the hell is Aaron Smith doing anyway for us outside of dropping balls? Pause. I think Tuggle is going to play in round 2, and Young. Yeah, I hope Young come back, but I just don't know, man. We have to see what happens. 225 girls say, "LOL, my bad. I was trying to say Bobo is still being judged for the Mark Rick years." Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. That's the main thing. Like, I mean, that's what it is. That's all it is. But at the end of the day, like I say, what more can Mike Bobo do with guys that's been dropping balls all over the field, can't catch a ball to say they live? A lot of people keep talking about, oh, well, when Gunner got in, dudes was catching. Like, nah, man, we can't do that to Beck, bro. We just can't do that. We cannot do Beck like that. Beck been on the road. Beck trying to fill big shoes. We cannot play Beck like that, man. Come on, man. Tell you, Arian ain't doing much, but he's leading wide out. Tell you, I don't know who you is, bro, but that was funny. They said Arian ain't doing much, but he's leading wide out. That's funny. He ain't doing shit, but he's still leading. I mean, you ain't got much to compete with. Ain't who are you? Who do Aaron Smith got to compete with? Who do he got to compete with in that wide receiver room? Nobody. So I mean, Dylan Bell ain't showed up. Nick Saban would have benched Aaron Smith immediately. Facts. King Brian, facts. Granddaddy Gunn said, "What's funny is 2 seasons from now, we won't be complaining about the offense, especially the receivers." Yeah, that's true. LS said, "What game did we come out in the first half on fire this year?" We didn't come out against nobody on fire, but everybody talking. I don't know if you talking about what I was saying about Alabama, but I don't know. You could be talking about anything, but we haven't came out on fire against nobody really. I think the first game, Clemson, I think we came out decent against Clemson. Um, I just feel like this is what we have. This is what we are at this point. We're a slow starting team. 225 girl said, even in the game Saturday before he got hurt, Carson wasn't bad. Arian and Dylan were dropping catches. There you go, 22 girl, 225 girl, whoever you is. First time me seeing you in the live. Shabazz said, love it. Love it what, Shabazz? It's all gravy 912 said, what's going on with Dominic Lovett? I don't know. Same thing going on with Aaron Smith and Dylan Bell. Nothing. If Bell played more like last season and Lovett played like at Missouri, we'll be on fire. Yep. Winston Relford Jr. Arian has a love/hate with dog fans. I don't remember seeing a love for Aaron Smith, but he definitely got some hate. Shabazz said, they use Lovett block. They use everybody to block. Georgia uses everybody to block. You know what I mean? Everybody. Sincere said, plus Beck was getting stressful because the wide receivers were dropping the ball all the time. Like, it's hard for Beck to trust his receivers on the field. Yeah, it's hard for you to complete passes a lot of times when your trust level is low for your receivers. You can't trust anybody to catch. You can't even trust anybody to get open half the time. And when they do get open, they drop the ball. So it's just like I'm not willing to shun my guy Carson Beck. I ain't willing to do that. I was team Beck at the beginning of the season, and I'm still team Beck at the end of the season. He's not. He hasn't been great due to what he has in his wide receiver room. That's all. That I'm gonna sum it up to that. He can only do what he can do with the receivers that he have. If he had more help like he had last season, why wasn't we talking shit about Beck last season? Everybody in the chat that's been talking crazy about Beck, why y'all wasn't talking crazy about Beck last season? What? Why was Beck so great last season? Can somebody explain? I know why, but can somebody explain why Beck looked so good last season? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, because the receivers caught the ball. You got it right. Yeah. Beck had Bowers and Ladd back. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because he had somebody to throw to. Exactly, chat. This is exactly right. 225 girl said he had Brock, Ladd, and RGS. Exactly. You know, he had guys to throw it to. He don't have much help right now, y'all. He only can do what he can do with the guys that he have. It's simple as that. You know, but Beck is still going to be my guy. You know, with or without him, he's still going to be my guy. Winston said, anyone not supporting Beck is full of BS. Receivers not as good as last year. Exactly. See, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're finally getting somewhere, guys. We're finally getting somewhere, guys. Now we're finally on the same accord, guys. We're dogs. We got to get on the same accord. That's how we've been natty. That's how we've been national champions. Getting on the same accord. It's all great. Marquis Cheek said Arian saved us a lot of times though. Chat. When did Arian save us? I know the chat know. When did Arian save us? Please somebody tell me. Remind me. I can't remember. See, the problem is when dudes show up, Kirby doesn't bench their ass. When dudes don't show up, Kirby doesn't bench their ass. That was the difference between Kirby and Saban. Saban don't give a about feelings. True. And they got open, even catch over the shoulder balls. Yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying. Since said I had my ups and downs with Beck, but because he's good and can make it right, make the right decisions, and he got an arm, I was getting disappointed at him when he wasn't making the right choices. Yeah, but you know, due to who we have, that's why the choices he was making was like crazy, which it could have he could have lost us the game with some of those bad choices, but I mean, trying to force it, man. We need to get them receivers from Bama. Yeah, because it's like three of them, right? It's like two or three of them from Bama that just left. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of guys that's leaving. That's why you know when we started seeing a lot of guys dropping from Georgia, you know, our hopes was kind of getting shadowed a little bit. But at the same time, you got to understand, man. Teams everywhere about to lose some players, and we about to get some. Windmaster said, I love the chat, son. I love the chat now, son. Yeah, man, we going. I told you, man, we chilling, we relax. Oh, we got a celebrity in the house. We got Stetson Bennett in the comment section. What's happening, Stetson Bennett? Beck was forcing the ball early in the year, 12 interceptions, but last 4 games better. Stetson Bennett's in the house. Y'all show love to Stetson Bennett. He's coming. He's in the house, man. What's happening? What's happening? Since it said, in that Ohio State game in 2022, the Hail Mary pass in the playoffs. X-Man said Aaron made the first down on a fake punt. Yeah, but he did. But I think anybody could have did that, right? You could have got anybody to do that. You could have got Anthony Evans to do that. You could have got Dylan Bell to do that. Like, I think anybody could have did that. That wasn't really, I mean, they was all the way, they did not expect that. I'm going to just say that. So, you know, appreciate the comment, X-Man, but anybody could have done that. They didn't expect it. They expected us to punt. You know, anybody could have done it. Uh, Tay said we need Law from Bama and Odom from Georgia, but I think he's gonna play with Juju Lewis. They played in high school together. They probably will. We'll be good. I ain't tripping. We gonna be good regardless. Stequavius in the house. Yes, sir. I don't know what's that. Hey, Stetson, where you been at, player? Where you been? Where you been, boy? LS said, I bet you Beck wasn't forcing that ball to Aaron Smith. He have to force it to Aaron. Aaron was gonna drop it any damn way. Ali said Bell is hurt and Lovett is looking for the NFL. Well, could be. Could be. Winston said, Dog of Fame. What's up, Stetson? What's up, Steady? Ready, steady. What's happening? 225 girl said, this 20 this 2014, the majority of them were still from the 2021, 2022. Next year, we won't have any left, maybe except Robinson. Well, this is who we're gonna have as far as the offense side. We'll still have Dylan Bell. We'll still have Anthony Evans. We'll still have Dominic Lovett. He'll probably leave. Dominic Lovett will leave. Aaron Smith will leave, but Dylan Bell and Anthony Evans still be there. Plus, whoever we get in the transfer portal, Branson and Roderick Robinson will still be there. Nate and ETN probably will still be there. Well, I know Nate Frazier will be. ETN probably still be there too. Oscar Depp will still be there. Lawson Lucky will still be there. We're gonna have the same offense, just probably minus. Well, without anybody transferring or getting hurt, it's probably gonna be only minus 2 players, 2 or 3, maybe 2 or 3, because you got to think of the O line too. But outside of that, we still gonna have pretty much the same guys. 225 girl, 225. What's that? What's 225? Is that Baton Rouge? 225? Is that somewhere in Louisiana? Let me look that up. I could be wrong, but I thought Louisiana, Baton Rouge area was like 225. Yep, I was on point. Damn, how I know that? I'm a big time fan of Boosie and Webby, and I used to hear that 225 air code a lot. So that's how I pretty much hit that on the head. What part? South part of Louisiana, including Baton Rouge. Yep. Yep. I hit that on the head. Let's see what everybody's saying. Sincere Harper said, if we get Law from Alabama, and let me get some more light in here. Ooh, they put a little gloss on my skin. He said if we get Law from Alabama, he gonna be a kick return. He might start the wide receiver. I don't know. X-Men said we definitely gonna get better at receiver next year. I'm just logging, and did Tuggle come back? Yeah, Tuggle did come back. He never left. He like the first Ludacris album. Back like he never left. What's this? RDB said watch the incoming training during the playoff run, the spring, and some of these freshmen may get some playing time. Yeah, the spring is gonna show it all. Spring is gonna tell it all. Okay, but our linebacker going to the NFL like Walker and old boy. I don't know who old boy is, but yeah, Walker. But we stacked. We stacked at the on defense. We got 5 stars, 4 stars all day. We're not necessarily worried about the defense. I still don't think it would be a drop off. It may be without without Walker. But I don't know. I think Kirby is. I mean, that's why our defense has been so good with Kirby. Kirby's a defensive coach. He gonna figure it out. Glenn Schumann, them guys gonna figure it out. Will Muschamp, they'll figure it out. Starks, I don't think we losing Starks. Branson, Stackhouse, Everett, Stackhouse and Everett, So we losing a few guys, but I don't think it's gonna be a major drop off, man. I hope not. I really do hope not. I hope not. We're losing Williams, Walker. Okay, I just seen that. Another year in the system. Humphrey will be good in the slot next year. He was slowed by injuries. Yeah, you talking about London Humphrey, right? Yeah. Yeah, man, I think we'll still be good. I think this was a rebuilding stage for us. This is a rebuilding stage, reloading stage for us. 225 girl said, I'm from Georgia, but I live in Alabama. The 225 is my birthday. My bad. God damn, I ain't know that. I think Everett coming back and starts starts from the projections. I I don't think Stark's going nowhere. I don't think Starks going nowhere. I don't know about Dalen Everett, but I don't think Starks is going anywhere. Um, I just don't see it. I don't feel it at the end of the day. You think KJ Bolden will stay? What do you mean? Will he stay? KJ Bolden is a freshman. What do you mean by stay, Scrubs? You mean like go in the transfer portal? I don't think so. As much as playing time as he getting right now, no, he ain't going nowhere. But yeah, 225 girl. I ain't know I ain't know that, man. I thought you was from Baton Rouge, man. Heck yeah, KJ Bolden staying. He a freshman this year. Yeah, yeah. All that playing time he getting this year, that man ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? And that's why I think Kirby should be rotating a lot better when it comes to mainly the offense. Like he should rotate a lot better because that'll make players want to stay at Georgia. But 9 times out of 10, if you're not playing, you're gonna leave. Start projected to go top 15 right now. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, Tay. We'll see. I don't know yet. Kobe Young, it's blitz. Kobe Young lost for the season. What you mean by that? LS said Ellis Robinson is taking somebody's spot next year. Definitely. Definitely. I forgot about Ellis Robinson, but yeah, definitely. Stetson, everyone got the gunner train. 225 girl said, all good, LOL, get it all the time. Uh I have family who lives in Louisiana, so I take it as a compliment. LOL. Yeah, 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 yeah. I love Louisiana. I was in New Orleans a couple years ago, man. I love the coach out there, man. New Orleans got so much coach out there. So much food. So it's a lot. It's a lot, man. I love it out there. Like, big fan of New Orleans music. Master P, Cash Money. I'm from that era, so Boosie and Webby. You know what I mean? So like those was my guys coming up. Those were my inspiration when I was coming up in the music world. You know what I mean? Let's see. Damaris says Starks has been projected. Okay, I seen that. And sis said I can't wait to see Robinson play. You mean Branson? Cause I don't know about Roderick, man. Roderick's slow, man. He need to lose some weight. Winston said, we got KJ for 2 more years. Yeah, KJ ain't going nowhere. I think whoever said that they might have. I don't know if they was mistaking him for somebody else but yeah, KJ Bolden, he's a freshman. Starks is gone. He's projected to be the first safety out of off the board. I don't know, man. I'm from the NBA YoungBoy era. Oh shit. Oh man, NBA YoungBoy, man. He was straight when he first came out, man. He was straight, man. I I don't know, man. YoungBoy, I think for me, YoungBoy fell off for me. Not fell off as far as money or being a star, but fell off for me is when he started rapping off beat. I kind of was like, nah, like I'm from the era where rappers rapped on beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from the era where niggas was off beat and the beat was going this way and he was going the other way. I'm not from that era. But young boy is for y'all era, man, for y'all time. Young boy is like the Tupac for y'all. It's all gravy. 912 said KJ been decent this year. Shabazz said I believe Starks needs to stay. He not ready. I don't. They saying that he projected. I don't know. It's all gravy. Said I'm from the Gucci Jeezy era. Bliss said Kobe Young didn't. I'm from the Gucci Jeezy era too. Is you know what I'm saying? Uh, Apparently Ja entered the transfer portal. We'll see how that goes. Yep, we'll see how that goes. I can't wait to see Ellis. Charges was not dismissed today. Shabazz said I'm from the Tupac era. Yeah, man. I mean, to be honest with y'all, I'm 89, man. So I consider my era, off football topic. I consider my era, Tupac, you know, from the 90s era on up to now. Like that's my era. That's when because I was a big Tupac fan, still a big Tupac fan. Um, but the new stuff now, it's some good stuff out there, but I don't have a lot in my playlist, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of jumbled up. Like some of it not making sense. And I'm from the era where music did make sense. Like you, like I don't know, man. It's different. That's all I can say. It's different. I don't even listen to a lot of it. I got my picks and chooses, but I don't listen to a lot of it. Yeah, we old. Yeah, we old at this point. We unks at this point. Carlos B, Kilo G, and Splank Pack era. Oh yeah, Kilo G. Yeah, man. I remember all that, man. I used to be an artist, so I was a student, and that's what I think the game is missing. Cause when I was coming into the music, I started doing music probably like in like elementary school. You know what I'm saying? I'm an 89 baby, so y'all can do the math. So I started doing music in elementary school, and back then, you know what I'm saying? Like you had to write music that made sense. Like you couldn't make music and just be talking about it any old thing. Like it had to make sense. The verses had to make sense. And the hook had to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Shabazz said, "I'm only 21." How you a Tupac fan and you only 21? What you know about Tupac? Tay said, "You think it's better for Starks to come back? To be honest, him and Bolden would be serious." Yeah, I think they will. I think he will come back. I think he will come back. If anybody will come back out of him and Dalen Everett, Malachi Starks to come back. But hip hop and rap and football is like hand in hand. So I feel like it's cool to talk about it. You know what I mean? He said, "You young, go back to '60s and '70s when the bands had to perform with no electric stuff." Nah, man, that's too far back, man. That shit don't resonate with me like that. Only '70s stuff I like. Like I like if I go back to the '70s, I like Boosie Collins. I like who that Sly Stone, and I like them. I like I like to hear different little stuff, but if I the furthest I go back is the '80s, the '80s, late '80s, Bobby Brown, New Edition, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't go back too far, too far. I ain't doing that. Carlos B said I would love Jalen Walker do one more year. I would love for that too, man. But he too good. Jalen Walker's too good. I don't think he gonna stick around. He may, but I doubt it. I think Jalen Walker's a junior, so nah, I doubt it. But yeah, man, I can't go back too far, man. I was talking to somebody about that a while ago, man. A dude younger than me. Uh Shabazz said I'm a big Earth, Wind and Fire fan. Oh, Isley Brothers. I do mess with them Isley Brothers now. I do love hey, I do like them Isley Brothers now. That joker said Earth, Wind and Fire. People slept on Jalen Walker last season. I mean, Jalen Walker. I mean, I'm not gonna say he wasn't making no noise last season, but he's been making a bigger impression this season. So I see why you would say that they slept on him last season, but I don't think people did. I just think his time is now. Slide in the Family Stone, yeah, yeah, but hey, hey man, I like that old music right there, man. I be jamming to that, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like every now and again, the Temptations. I listen to a little they stuff. You feel what I'm saying? From time to time. You know what I mean? Jalen is out of here. Yeah, Jalen gone. Yeah. Jalen gone. We would love for him to stay, but he gone. He might lead the team in sacks last season. Michael got more talk. Yeah. I just think his time was this season. This was his breakout time to show like what he's really about this season. Yeah, man. But I like all the old school music, man. You know, Clearwater Rival. How about some Clearwater Rival? I'm 57, so I go way back. Oh, okay, you okay? 57. Yeah. Man, I don't go back too far. I only go back as far as what my moms used to listen to, like what the fam used to listen to. They listen to a lot of Luther Vandross. Grandma listened to a lot of Luther Vandross. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, hey, what y'all know about that? Hey, Shabazz said I'm 47. Hey, for real. They used to play that. Oh, moms used to love Prince. Moms used to love Prince, Whitney Houston. So you know, I came up on all that. Whitney Houston, Prince, Luther, um, Temptations, uh, you know, and we start going up further. Bobby Brown, New Edition, um, everybody, man, from the '80s, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to move up a little further because you know I'm '89, so you got to move up a little further. Then you know you got the Tupac, you got the Tupac. You know, you got the Big, you got Nori and Capone, you got Wu Tang, you know what I'm saying, Buster. Like, man, it goes on. That's why I said the new generation, man, like they need to go back to being students of this game and really taking a step back. But you know, it ain't gonna change, man. It's all about the shoot 'em up, bang bang. And I ain't on that. I'm a little older now, so you know, I don't be on that. That ain't in my playlist right now. I got soothing things, soothing music in my playlist nowadays. My daddy told me that long time ago, man. He used to bump Boys to Men all the time, man. I mean, this dude used to play Boys to Men like crazy back in the day, back in the early '90s. And he he was like, man, he told me even back then, he said, I know you at that time I was trying to get the Lil Wayne album, The Block is Hot. I don't know if y'all know about that. But at that time I was trying to get The Block is Hot. Wayne was like 16 at the time. I had to pay probably been like 9 or 10. And he was like, nah, I ain't giving you, I ain't buying you that. All that talking about sucking this and doing that, I ain't buying you that. He was like, but we can listen to this. And he was playing that that Boys to Men. He was like, and I'm looking like, man, I don't want to hear this. I'm telling you, one of these days when you get a little older, you're gonna understand and you're gonna slow it down and start playing this feel good music. He wasn't lying. I'm 35 now, and I find myself on the R&B a whole lot nowadays. You know, when you get at a certain age, man, you want to slow it down, man. You ain't got time to be bumping your head, bobbing your head, all this. Nah, man. I want to slow it down. I don't want to be in no club with about 50 dudes and dudes stepping on my toes and all that. Nah. We about to slow it down and relax, some chill out music and vibe out. You know what I'm saying? 400 degrees. Shabazz, what you know about that 400 degrees? You know what I'm saying? What do you know? What do you know about that juvenile 400 degrees? Yup. Winston said the older you get, the older you get, the older you get, the mellow you get. Facts. Shabazz said it. I made my first child off Boys to Men. uh, it's all gravy said, man, you know I love you. Brett Pitt said Sugar Hill Gang. Sugar Hill Gang. The hip, the hop, the hip, diddy hip, dip, hobby, you don't stop, but rockin' to the bang, bang, bigger, the up, jumps, the boogie to the boogie to the boogie to me. Now what you hear is not a test, I'm rocking to the beat. It's me, him, and him. Nah, hey, if I'm gonna go back to the '80s rap, I'm gonna go back to LL, Rakim. Rakim was a beast. Coogee Rap. Who else from the '80s that I was feeling like that? Of course, you gotta throw Run DMC in there. Um, yeah, man, it's a good bit of dudes from the '80s rap, man. Tay say that's what my grandma. What you talking about, Tay? What your grandma be listening to, man? How old is your grandma? What your grandma is? 40? You said you 20, 22, 20? What's your grandma, 40? NWA, Dr. Dre, man, come on. Snoop and Dre, Rakim is God, MC. Facts. Rakim, look, man, a lot of people don't know that's not into hip hop like I am, bro. But Rakim brought he brought in that new era of rap. Like at first it was all that rah and then beat the man and what a when Rakim came in, Rakim was smooth with it. You know what I'm saying? Real rhyming type shit. You know what I'm saying? I think Rakim sparked off that new generation of rap, like that new '90s way of rap. You know what I mean? Thinking of a master plan, cause ain't nothing but sweat. Hey, what's up, that? KRS. Oh no, I don't like KRS, man. I know it's a lot of 80s people that like KRS-One. Tay said I'm 20. My grandma's is early 50s. Oh, okay. All right. Winston said KRS-One. I do not like KRS-One. Not like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sincere said we should look at the playoffs bracket and give predictions on the game. Look at the playoff bracket. We'll say that for another live. We'll say that for another live. Maybe tomorrow. If you're listening to Corrupt, Dog Pound have always mentioned Rakim. Yeah, man, Rakim was that guy, man. Come on, man. Grandmaster Flash. Oh wow, Curtis Blow. I'm Curtis Blow when I got to say with the nick thing all in your face. Like when you look back at it, it was funny, but I could understand because, like I say, I was a student to hip hop, so I feel all of hip hop. You know what I mean, like all of it. That's why I say the younger generation they should go back. Like rap is the only sport, if you want to call it a sport. Rap is like the only sport where the artists don't know the older artists, like especially this generation. Like when I was coming up, the T.I.s, the Jeezy, they all reached back and they reached back and got, mainly the old school Southern rappers like 8 Ball and MJG, Pimp C and Bun B. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like a lot of the rappers nowadays they don't go back, so that's why hip hop is kind of watered down now. Like hip hop is basically like not relevant right now. Like, you know what I mean? Who's number one? What number one rap artist out there outside of the girls? Like, you know what I mean? It's just it's almost dead now. But anyway, man, hey man, I enjoyed y'all tonight. I wish we can keep chopping it up about this music stuff, but this the dog channel. We got to keep it with the dogs. I appreciate everybody coming in. What Granny Gun said, I'm 48 and I ain't ready to be no granddaddy yet. LOL. That's that's just my name. I still got something left in the tank. Shabazz said the new rap, I can't understand what they saying, confused. Yeah, I mean, you're a little up there. You 47, so you know what I'm saying? You gotta listen a little slower. You know what I mean? But I can still understand the new generation. I just don't listen to it because I feel like it's too much. Uh, it's just too crazy. Like I like to listen to like when I was listening to rap music at the time back in the early 2000s and all that. Like you had different music for every mood. You didn't. You listen to music now, dudes don't even talk about girls no more. You know what I mean? How do you feel about our quarterback room? How do I feel about the quarterback room? I feel excellent, actually. I feel damn good about it. Um, Gunnar Stockton, Jada Rashada, Ryan Puglisi, Ryan Montgomery, Hezekiah Millender. I feel great. All of them are dual threat quarterbacks. All of them can throw. It just depends on what they can do on the field and can it translate over to college football. So I feel great about the quarterback room, Winston. Honestly, I'm about to get out of here though, cause it's now 6:47, and yeah, I'm definitely about to get out of here. I got room for a couple more chats. I appreciate y'all being in the chat, man. I got Sincere Harper and King Brian 25 as one as my moderators, just in case these corny dudes come in here and trying to, troll all these other fan bases. I know sometimes they'll jump in my live and start trolling. So I made them guys the moderators. They can delete you. They can delete messages if they want to. Whatever they don't like, whatever they feel is not good for the channel, they can make it disappear. So y'all make sure y'all stay positive. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all stay good. Stay solid. Winston said, I like Puglisi. I also like Puglisi. He's one of the guys that I feel like is going to be a big asset to the Georgia Bulldogs. Who's coming back on the offensive line? I don't know much about the offensive line now. That's something that I got to come back to. I got to come back to that, but I can't speak on that right now. But I don't know who's come back on the offensive line. But, at the end of the day, man, y'all stay tuned to the Doghouse. I'm finna be out this thing. I appreciate everybody coming through, speaking their piece, having a good evening, having a good night, chilling, relaxing. You know what I'm saying? And it's the Doghouse, baby.